everybody. We are outside of the laundromat at Idylwild, getting some 0-day chores done. Rich has been helpful manning the wash machine while I was out here eating. This is a cool laundromat, so highly recommend. They have loaner clothes, which is super cool. If you want to come in and you're not packing a bunch of clean clothes for the town, they offer you something while you're doing your laundry. The prices are super reasonable. They're not gouging anybody. It's the town laundromat, so I think that's why.
Another recommendation is Raven Bagels.
Oh my God.
We went by there and got a coffee and a bagel this morning to eat while we were doing our laundry, and we were only able to finish one bagel.
Between the two of us.
Between the two of us, because they are massive, huge.
So we have lunch.
So we have lunch now too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raven Bagels.
Raven Bagels. So we'll show a little bit more town. This is awesome.
Hey, one other thing.
Huh?
Something we didn't know, and a trail buddy that we met before Neo told us, we washed our Tyvek to make it a little less crinkly and a little softer, and it worked out wonderful.
Yeah.
Something we probably would have liked to have known before we hit the trail, because normally we just use a footprint, but everybody said the Tyvek is better, and it's turned out to be a good piece of gear. So
we've used it as impromptu shelter, which you've seen. Not shelter, shade. Shade. Yeah, so it's been a really good piece of equipment to have that I think a footprint might not have done. I don't know, they do the same job, but this is pretty sturdy, and also it was cheap, so if it breaks, it breaks. We get another one.
And once we get back to our room, we're going to do a little bit of gear update on, and I think we're just going to go over like our favorite piece of gear so far, and then the one piece of gear that we would either change or trash. So
for sure.
Sweet.
Stay tuned.
Hi. Again, on our 0 day, we thought we would talk about some gear that we have discovered we don't like, and maybe our favorite piece of gear so far. By no means is this our final gear wrap-up. This is just sort of a
few days in.
Yeah. 1/100th of the way there. I don't even know. I don't want to do the math. Don't want to think about it. I will say that I don't have a least favorite piece of gear. My mistake was packing too many clothes. Some of it slipped in when I wasn't double checking my bag like I should have been. So I had to send some extra stuff home that as I was unpacking during the night, I was like, how did I get this extra pair of shorts? How did I get this extra shirt? So mailed all that home. And I am switching to long pants for the more sunny parts of our walk. I was in shorts, it was cool, it felt good, but really I was grimy and gross with the sunscreen and dirt and getting scratched. So just wanted to give the long pants a shot and maybe save the sunscreen for another time.
Yeah. We like dual purpose equipment, which I was a little bit disappointed that Jen went with the pants rather than the shorts pants, shants, because they're dual purpose. They can be shorts or pants. You have options.
Okay, this is for anybody listening that cares. Women's short pants, the convertibles, that zipper always hits the thigh in the wrong spot. It's too high, it's too low, it's too narrow. It doesn't work. So I have my reasons.
Sad. All right. So for my least favorite piece of gear, which I am sending home, I told you in our gear video that I was trying it out because I'd never done it before, was this guy. This is my toothbrush. And, you know, it is such a cool idea, and I really like it, the thought of it. But the execution portion is maybe a little bit to be desired. Number one is it doesn't have different levels of thickness, hardness. Stiffness of the bristles. This is like a soft. I need like a medium. That's not such a big deal. But the big deal is the width of the spoon. With the spoon being the width that it is, it hits my teeth while I'm brushing, no matter how careful I am. And nobody likes fingernails on a chalkboard. Could you even imagine? Look, we got a little squirrel friend. Can you imagine putting your teeth on a chalkboard? Well, that's kind of what this feels like. So I already went out and bought myself a travel toothbrush, and I am pulling this off my spoon and sending it back. It does not interfere at all with the operation of the spoon, but it is just the teeth brushing portion. I really wanted this to work. Unfortunately, it's not working for me. It may work for somebody else. So now the piece of equipment that we're really happy with,
Yeah.
I guess.
So far.
Again, we're going to do a full thing at the end of this to go over all the gear that we liked, but we just wanted to give, a quick glimpse into what's working for us really well. For me, it is my sleeping pad. We used to backpack and camp with like a closed foam cell pad underneath, and then this like 1/2 inch, 1 inch Thermarest self-inflating pad, and they just were, it just wasn't enough padding. I have the Nemo tensor all season. I got the long and wide, and I just love it because I can adjust the inflation level to adjust for my hips on a side sleeper and a stomach sleeper. And so it just provides so much comfort that I'm getting a way better night's sleep on trail. So that's what I like.
And I agree. We were talking while walking, because we talk in the mornings and chit chat, and then of course in the afternoon when it's hot and I'm tired, it's quiet. It's quiet time. But I also mentioned that I think my favorite piece of gear right now is also my inflatable sleeping pad. I'm pretty brand non-specific. It turns out I got mine at REI on a garage sale. So I ended up with a Thermarest Expeded Light, and it is the long version. It's the mummy, so it's tapered. I just enjoy you can inflate it to a stiffness or deflate it a little bit, like your hips kind of sag if you need to, if you're a side sleeper. And that with the pump, we got a little air pump that doesn't weigh very many ounces.
Tail.
The Flex Tail. It's a sacrifice, a couple ounces, but boy, it's nice to not have to stand there and blow up your inflatable pad, or even go through the trouble of using that thing that comes with it, the inflating bag. I just set the pump, I go do something else, I come back, it's great. Yeah. So those are the two things so far that have been comforting. At the end of the day, it's awesome.
And the pump is well worth the ridicule. If you're with other campers, we love it. At our age, we really only have so many breaths left. And I don't want to waste them pumping this thing up, especially after running up that damn hill to get to the campsite at 92 degrees.
Yeah.
So if you have an issue with that, take it up with my mom. Love it. Really cool mural for the firefighters here on the back of the Idylwild library. Very cool. I'm going to go ahead and pencil in Washington DNR. So here we are, Idylwild, 0 day. Got most of our chores done. Totally great town. By the way, we did go to the Idylwild Beer Brew Pub yesterday. That was pretty phenomenal as well.
Oh, good food.
Really good food. Nice waitress. Had some nice, a couple of nice light beers. So it was all good to go. But really pretty town. Really friendly people and helpful. So highly recommend. What else you got, sir?
So we did grocery store. We already talked about laundry. Post office, and then we just keep bumping into other thru hikers and all sharing their experiences getting to this point so far, and it's been nice.
Yeah. Now we're gonna head back and
relax.
Do a little bit more self-care.
Okay. We are settling down our last night of a true zero. So 2 nights. First night was kind of I hiked 5 miles and then absolutely nothing today. Save for the 1 mile into town and 1 mile back, because the hotel I chose for us is a little outside of town. Made sense on the map until we got here and I had to start walking, and then I'm not allowed to pick anymore. But it's kind of fun. This particular room has some bunk beds. There's also a queen bed we're using in the other half. So I thought I would sit up here on the bunk bed and talk to you about our 0 day. So we took a day off. had planned to do the San Jacinto, not the peak climb, but to get up to most of that trail, then come down a small trail, double slide into town, 2.4 miles, do our day off, and then come back up. And that way we'd only need 5-day resupply. When we got to Paradise Valley Cafe, which is, in terms of the town, not that far away, but in terms of the trail, like 2 days. So 2 days behind where we were going to leave the trail, we decided to step off. Rich mentioned it in an earlier video that I was feeling nauseous, just tired, run down, and our bodies said, yep, you've been on the trail for 10 straight days. Why don't you take a day off? So we did. Much needed. It was really good to have the time off to eat food at our own pace. Have a half a sandwich now, half a sandwich back in the room, that kind of thing. The heat died down. Lots of things felt better. So we're itching to get back on the trail tomorrow. Zeros and Heroes wanted to give a shout out and a mention specifically to the people who are taking care of us on and off the trail. We are supported and really want to make sure that they know how much we appreciate it. But Connor and Cammie, thanks for mailing our packages and not just mailing them, but listening to us. We need this. We don't need that. Take this back. Give this back. 10 days. And we've already done a few of those things. They're on top of the schedule. They're tracking us. And I think that it's nice to have you there. So we love you. Thank you for that. Ruby, daughter, love it. You were hilarious. We gave her a call early in the morning just to razz her about not being awake, and she was awake. She did give us permission to have breakfast at the Paradise Valley Cafe. Thank you. Inside joke. So we're excited to have our own kids following us and supporting us. Our parents, both Richard's and mine, have been following us and sending messages and texts of love and support, and that's fantastic. Brothers and sisters alike. So thank you for all of that. Wanted to let you know that when we're on the trail, every now and then we turn the reception on, even though we're trying to be disconnected. It's more just out of curiosity. Do we have it here? And then stuff will pop in. So we'll see messages from the YouTube channel. We'll get individual messages from our friends and family. And it's so heartening. It's lifting. And it's fun. It gives us a little something to talk about. It lifts our spirits. We enjoy the interaction. Thank you for that. We're doing our best to keep you updated. And we do appreciate the time that you're taking to respond and send us messages as well. We have a couple shout outs to other people that have helped us along the way. We'll put them in text at the back. There's going to be so many more, and we don't mean to omit anybody, but if we do, it's not because we meant to. It's because it's just an abundance of people that enjoy this community of PCT hikers. And so I just wanted to bring those of you who are watching us in on that there's a community that is supportive of what we're doing. And people who've done it in the past, they seem to want to live it again. People who know that it's maybe not something they're going to do, but they're excited to have us in town. And so the towns are really supportive as well. And that's something we're trying to do, is take advantage of the towns along the way so that we're experiencing everything we can from Mexico to Canada along the trail. It's not a race. It's here to experience what we have. We've met a lot of cool hikers, and it's fun to see them at stops. Sometimes they'll go off trail for a couple of days and we don't see them. Today we met up with a couple that left for a couple of days, left our circle for a couple of days, and we saw them at the laundromat and got to catch up with them and hear how their trip to San Diego was. So it's good news. And I think we've met some friends from the local area that I hope we keep. So that's the update on our zeros, a couple personal shout out on the heroes, following the list to come. Really appreciate this. I feel full of gratitude, and I think that's because when I left the trail, I wasn't feeling so great, and it was nice to have a lot of support. The phone of friends, the friends who phoned, just to, hey, you got to stick in there. And I'm glad to get some of these travel mental calluses building so that we can just keep going. We're in great spirits. We're doing well. We realize we need to come off the trail every now and then to fill the cup. Thanks.